Hi Libra, welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what's going on with your love life, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, 1 second, and I'll be ready. Okay, overall energy for this week's reading is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is talking about, a destined connection, okay, with a soulmate, all right? So this person is coming towards you pretty soon if this card is showing up, okay? We've got the Five of Wands showing up here. This is talking about, conflict. You may be experiencing inner and outer conflict, but I feel like for a lot of you, this is talking about the twin flame and the soulmate competing for, for your hand in order to be with you, okay? Underneath this, we have the Page of Pentacles. This is an earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is the type of love offer I feel like the new person, the soulmate, is going to give you. They're going to start out small, test the waters, but this is going to be for something long-term, stable, and committed. This is not someone who has in and out energy and who is, playing around and playing games, okay? Underneath this is the Chariot. This is Cancerian energy. I feel like this is the person coming in very quickly with the Chariot, okay? It could, like I said, for a lot of you, this person already knows who you are, Libra. They could be, coming to your house, knocking on your door, like wanting to speak to you or communicate with you face to face, okay? And with the Eight of Pentacles, this is Spirit telling you that this is going to be someone who wants to work on this connection, okay? Someone who is willing to, as I always tell you, match your energy, all right? And really take this seriously and do what they can to make it, continue to move forward, okay? Because with the old person, we know with the Eight of Swords, they just want to keep you stuck. That's what it's about for them, okay? But you've walked away from that with the Eight of Cups. So we're going to start by clarifying this Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, please. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so let me get one more card. I want to get one more card before I start. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this new connection that's coming in, it's being clarified by the Compromise card. Like I said, this is going to be a connection where the both of you are going to work together to make it better. Okay, it's not going to be a situation where, two people are going, supposedly going down the same path, but eventually what happens is one goes in one direction and one goes in the other, which is what I feel like happened between you and the twin. Okay, for a lot of you, or some of you, let me say some of you, because I don't think it's everybody. In the fall, this fall, you will start to see your person coming in. A lot of you will start to see your people come in with this fall card. And then we've got the snake here. This is talking about, your twin and their karmic, and it's speaking of like competition and the enemy, which we all know the twin is the ops, right? And it's talking about the other woman. So this could be their person, the twins person, trying to insert themselves in this situation some type of way. Okay, take it as it resonates. That's not gonna resonate for everyone, but I feel like that's what Spirit is talking about. Okay, so Spirit is telling you to look over your shoulder and watch your back. Let me clarify this and see what's going on. Because you have to be careful here, because in some of the readings a few weeks ago, there was, somebody, the twin was, trying to use spell work. So let me see what's coming out with this. The snake, please. This. Hang on. Okay, so what we've got coming up is Rose is talking about charming, romantic proposal, apology. So this person, okay, this is what's going on. This person is going to come towards you, right? The card is not big enough to hide it like I normally do it, but they're going to come towards you trying to be charming with a romantic proposal and an apology. But this is what's really going on. This person, like I said, with that Eight of Swords, they're trying to keep you stuck. This person sits and watches you because they want to try to gain the upper hand on you, because they feel like in the beginning, Libra, that they had control, full and total control over you, which is what someone who sits in narcissistic and egoic energy wants. But I feel like, to them, you got away when you walked away from their asses when they were doing stuff they didn't have any business doing. So like I told you, for a lot of you, this person had another woman or another man, if you're, a guy watching this, or if it's same sex, but there was someone else, okay, on the side. And I feel like this person is going to come and try to make you think that all of this here is over and it's just about this apology, this, romantic proposal. But this is what's really going on. They're still with this person. I feel like this person is kind of like treating them the way they treated you, not wanting to let them get away, okay? Because they feel like, just like the twin feels like you're their property, Libra, this karmic person thinks that the twin is their property, okay? And so I feel like it's the same thing. It's like they're doing to the twin what the twin tried to do to you, okay? All right. So this first card here we're going to take a look at represents, the situation, the current situation. So, excuse me, we have the Six of Swords. So it is talking about, you transitioning. You are moving from out of a rough situation back into a calmer or normal situation. I feel like you're trying to get away from this person, okay? I feel like for a lot of you, you are trying to focus on your healing, trying to heal from what happened in this connection with this person, and you're trying to move forward and just overall be in a better place, okay? Let's clarify. Six of Swords. Yeah, see, there's shadow work that I feel like some of you are doing, but for others of you, this needs to be done, okay? This is not a situation, even if you choose not to be with your twin, you still have to do this shadow work. It's very important, because if you don't do it, you could run the risk of messing up your relationship with a soulmate, is what Spirit is trying to tell you, okay? All right, so the next card we're going to take a look at, or the next two cards we're going to take a look at, represents the challenge, okay? So what we have is the Tower, which is Scorpio energy, and we also have the Nine of Wands, which is the wounded warrior. So I feel like you're sitting in this wounded energy because of what happened, this upheaval that happened with the Tower, okay? And you are trying to move through this situation, I feel like, the best way you can, okay? And that's what Spirit is asking for you to do your best, okay? This is about you seeing things through, like pushing through, because the only way out is through. I know sometimes you get tired, you want to stop. Nobody wants to do this shadow work, right? I don't want to do it either. But if I want my person, if I want my life to get better, if I want to change certain patterns, it's necessary for this to be done. So Spirit is telling you, you're almost at the end of your healing journey, at least when it comes to this that you have to, I feel like this is Spirit telling you to focus on the triggers, the things that the twin triggered in you. Those are the most important things to heal at this moment, because that's what tore the situation apart, at least for you. Okay? All right. Let's clarify. The Tower and the Nine of Wands, please. Okay. So we've got the winter time coming up. I feel like, that's when Spirit is saying, I guess you'll get to a point to where things start to really settle down, like for you to get to the end of going through this healing situation with what you're doing with the twin, okay? And then with like I said, that fall card showing up, I feel like for a lot of you, this new person is going to come in because they're supposed to help you heal, all right? You are mirroring. I feel like there's mirroring going on between you and the twin, and mirroring going on between you and the soulmate, all right? Okay, so the next card we're going to take a look at represents the guidance from Spirit. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles, okay? So Spirit is telling you to focus on the things, focus on your money, focus on your career, focus on creativity. Like I tell y'all all the time, do the things you've always wanted to do. If there was something you've always wanted to do in this lifetime, start to do it, because there's no time like the present. Okay. You got to think about that, because like for me, I wanted a certain vehicle, right? I wanted a certain vehicle. This vehicle had always been my um it had always been my, the vehicle I wanted. It was like my dream vehicle. And I'm like, okay, what am I waiting on? I kept pushing it forward, pushing it forward, pushing it forward. I could have had the vehicle like years ago had I just looked into it and tried to, to get it. And I feel like a lot of times that's what we do. We tell ourselves, okay, we'll wait till tomorrow. We'll wait till the next day. We'll wait till next month. We'll wait till next year. But life is happening right now. Okay. Everything is happening now. Like Louise Hay always used to say, the point of power is in the present. It's right now. It's not yesterday. It's not tomorrow. It's right now. So if there's something you always wanted to do, go and do it. Go for it, because this is about you finding out what makes you happy when it comes to your career, when it comes to your love life, when it comes to all aspects of your life. Okay. And I feel like that's what Spirit is saying with this Nine of Pentacles, is the best way for you to come from a place of power is for you to start to gravitate towards doing the things that make you happy. Okay. Because you don't need anybody in your life to make you happy. You want to be with somebody, but there really is no situation where you need to have them in order to be happy. Okay. That's where the self-love comes in. Okay. And then here comes the twin. This is talking about them numbing themselves, trying to keep, from letting you know how they feel. Okay. We know that this is happening. So Spirit wants you to take the focus off of them and to focus on yourself. And like I said, the things that are going to move you forward, that are going to move you from those rough waters into the calmer waters. Okay. We also have the Mask card here. Again, we're talking about the twin. They're hiding their true feelings. They're, trying to gaslight you, trying to pretend like they're somebody that they're not. But like I said, this person is not able to sustain the lies that they tell you, the pretense that they put forward. They can't keep it going. Okay. Okay, so the next card we're going to take a look at represents the focus. Okay, and the focus is the star. This is Aquarius energy. This is Spirit telling you to focus on your dreams and your wishes. The same thing we just talked about with the Nine of Pentacles, because that's how you stand in your power, right? Going after what makes you happy, because you sitting in that happy energy is what's going to bring the twin, not the twin in, what's going to bring the new person in, the soulmate in, and where it gets to a point where you're going to have to make your choice. Okay. This card is also about healing as well with the star. It's about letting go of baggage, letting go of things that no longer serve you so you can continue to move forward. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Star. Okay. Yeah. Spirit is telling you to focus on your self-worth. Okay. Focus on, being the best person you can be, because that's what this is about. You and this new person are going to inspire each other to be the best. Okay. And so you want to start that level up right now. You want to start it pronto with, like I said, trying to heal as much as you can from what happened with the twin. Okay. When it comes to the outcome, we've got two cards that fell. We have the Ace of Wands and we have the Hermit. The Hermit is Virgo energy. This is Spirit telling you to use this Hermit energy, right? To heal. Again, heal. This is the important thing. This time of separation between you and the soulmate, okay, and before the twin comes back in, is very important, because it is about you focusing on yourself, learning to have the type of relationship that you need to always have with yourself, and put yourself and your needs first. Okay. This is about new ideas with the Ace of Wands, having a fresh new start in love, having a fresh new start in life. Okay. And it's about your passions. That's why the Ace of Wands is showing up here, because it could have been the Ace of Pentacles. It could have been the Ace of Cups, but it's not about the love, and it's not about the long-term relationship right now. It's about the passions, the things that drive you. Those are the most important things Spirit is talking about. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. The Hermit and the Ace of Wands, please. Okay. So yeah, Spirit is going to guide you. Okay. Your spiritual team, your You know, your angels and you know, the people that are around you are going to guide you through this situation to help you, you know, go through the healing, because a metamorphosis is about to happen, because you have to have this metamorphosis so you can move on with the new person. Okay. All right. So before you go, we're going to get some messages from the new person and see what they want to tell you. Okay. Okay, here we go. This person, like I told you, this person's in love with you. All right. Says, I'm in love with you. You appear often in my dreams. So this person dreams about you on a regular basis. So many things remind me of you. It's crazy. Then we've got me plus you equals a power couple. So this is someone who, like I said, is going to want to build not only a relationship with you, but a legacy as well. Okay. All right. Now we're going to get some messages from Spirit. Okay. So time apart, it says some distance will help bring clarity. Okay. You getting away from everyone is the only thing that's gonna give you a chance to really dive in deep and look at yourself and look at the things that you need to take, you know, that you need to take a deeper and closer look at. Okay, so you can move forward. Then we've got strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring. Spirit is talking about the twin. Okay, that's what I'm telling you with this snake card. Remember, I put the card in front of the card and I was telling you about the proposal. The only reason this proposal is showing up is for this person to maintain control. They want to get attention from as many people as they can get attention from. Okay. But in the end, this is what this person wants. They want sex. They want to be able to control you. They want you to stay stuck so that they have you as one of their many, I guess, quote unquote, admirers or whatever. Like I said, this is about like a mind game for this person. That's why there's breadcrumbing. That's why all those things. And that's why I always tell y'all it's akin to a prostitute and a pimp. I'm not calling you a prostitute or a pimp, but I'm giving you an analogy of how this person sees this situation, because like I said, you're just a means to an end for this person. It doesn't matter that they have feelings for you, because at the end of the day, they don't care. They don't care about meeting your needs. All they care about is them getting their attention, you know, them getting and being able to assert that control so that they can, you know, get what it is they want whenever they want. Okay. All right. Okay. And the last card that fell, it says abundance. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. So you've got rewards coming to you, Libra, but you have to continue to work towards what it is that Spirit is recommending you work towards. Like I said, the healing and focusing on your passions. And that's what's going to bring this money. And that's what's going to bring the soulmate. Okay. All right, Libra, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.